your perspective?
I think the defending from our team as a whole set the catalyst for the performance. So it starts from there, basic poor defending, stuff that I've not seen for a long time in terms of dealing with balls in the box properly, clearances, headers, tracking runners. It looked like they could score every time they attacked, so that was a disappointing start for us, and it just sort of continued to the first half.
Can you put your finger on that? Because we saw when the team came out, we were talking about it. We said, do you know what? Defensively, it looks like you've got players in the right positions. You've got enough experienced players in there now. With the defenders coming back, we thought that you would be defensively more solid with that line.
So did I, Jake. Yeah. I think if you look on paper, you think that's probably the most experienced team I could have put out there with what was available, and I was relying on their experience to see the game through. And unfortunately, they didn't meet the standards that they set themselves, not just here but throughout their careers, because a lot of them have played probably over 100, 200, 300 games, some of them. So that was disappointing. They're disappointed with each other. We've had a good chat in there. They've come up with some answers. We need to regroup and stick together, because there's not many players available at the moment. So they're going to have to go again on Thursday, is it? Boxing Day, and certainly be able to defend better. They had a go second half, first sort of 15 minutes, but it was too much too late.
Is it a sign of that confidence when you have that bit of apprehension in the box, when you concede that first one, and when you're 2-0 down so early, it just drains away from you?
Yeah, it looked like all the confidence had gone out of them, so which is disappointing for such an experienced group of players. You're expecting a little bit of fight and a bit of desire, but confidence is really low at the moment, so let's hope that can improve on Thursday when we play Reading.
It's a busy old period coming up, like we talked about the other day. Do you, as a coaching staff, to the players, they need a bit of certainty now in the next week or so about the managerial position, do you think?
Yeah, even in the meeting afterwards there, we talked about clarity. We want clarity. I think there will be some clarity by the end of next week, so that will settle people's minds, I think.
And do you think that's what you guys need, as well as obviously supporters? If you get a bad result, they're going to be wanting to know what's happening next. But do you think that filters into performances as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was great that first game against Peterborough, and everyone's on a high. But then sort of you slip back to the ways that we were previously. They want certainty. Staff want certainty. Players want certainty. Fans want certainty. So, like I said, hopefully by the end of next week, there'll definitely be clarity on it.
In terms of some of the positives today, obviously you had limited experienced players to call on. You had some youngsters on the bench that came on in Fran Albiac making his debut, of course, and Chiante making his league debut, etc. There's some rays of light in there, I suppose.
Yeah, it shows what we've got in the academy. There's some bright sparks in there. I thought Neo did well when he came on as well, and it's a great experience for them. It's not circumstances we would like to have used them in, being 4 or 5-0 down when they had to come on, but it's a proud moment for them, and that shouldn't be diminished at all.
John Guthrie came off at the end. Was that is he okay, or were you just protecting for games coming up? What can you tell us at this point?
Well, he felt his hamstring, so we hope he's okay. We've got him off in time, so listen, we'll find out on Monday when they come back in.
Yeah, and the rest of the experienced players obviously missing today, like Sam Hoskins and Jordan Willis, etc. What can you tell us on them at this stage?
Well, Jordan was due to be on the bench, but he phoned in with illness this morning. Sam, we were hoping that could make the bench, but he's got this degenerative knee problem that he probably needs seeing to. I think he had it in October and had an injection. It took 10 days to right. He's probably going to go down that route again, possibly, but it's something that needs sorted.
We talked about how important this run of festive fixtures is for you, Samo. It's obviously a poor start for you, but you've got 4 games in quick succession, and there's still 4 really important games. And so, how important is it you shake this one off as difficult as it is and go again for Boxing Day?
Well, vitally important. Yeah, we need to start getting some points. We don't want to be in the bottom 4 at all. So it starts on Reading, and they've just lost their last 2. So we've got to find some confidence from somewhere. It comes from within the group. It comes from us setting standards in certain areas of the club, and hopefully we can get a result on Boxing Day.